My elite kings and queens, welcome back. My elite kings and queens, welcome back. Truly grateful to be able to provide a great video for you guys today. And of course, we're going in with a great reading and then giving you guys my takeaway, man. Wow. What a beautiful day today it is. Every day's a beautiful day, though. Always think about it like this, my people. It doesn't matter what you see in front of you, because what you see in front of you is the past. It's already dead. Don't identify with the 3D. It's a beautiful day because you went within and you saw a beautiful day. Life. What does life actually mean? Life signifies living within. Life is the kingdom of heaven, which is your mind. Life is the 4D, mental. So live within, live life. How is today? It's a beautiful day. Why? Because I went in within. If we say it's a bad day, that means either A, you're identifying with the 3D, or B, you went within and you created a bad day. Don't do that. You have the power, your consciousness. You can do anything you want within. Visualization, imagination, you can create whatever you desire. Create beautifulness, resorts, 5-star hotels, beautiful beachfront, vacations, anything that you like. Go within, see it. It is so, and live like that. That's called life. No longer enslaved to the 3D, no longer enslaved to the world, but free in consciousness. I love you, my people. Here we go with the reading, okay? So this is coming from my daily wish. It's one of Neville's, it's coming from one of his books, okay? So right here it's called Daily Practice That Turns Assumptions into Results. Let me go ahead and turn this down just a tad bit. We can get right when we get into the reading. All right. Daily practice that turns assumptions into results. Trust me when I tell you that manifestation thrives not on strict routines, but on consistent habits. The most powerful ones are being in the I am states, practicing imagination in positive mood. I gotta repeat that. Trust me when I tell you that manifestation thrives not on strict routines, but on consistent habits. The most powerful ones are being in the I am states, okay? Practicing imagination and positive mood. Dedicating time to deep meditation or sat in the void state. Hypnagogic allows, like hypnotic, I believe. It's HYPNAGOGIC. Hypnagogic allows desire to flow effortlessly. Life begins to move with ease. Opportunities appear, abundance increases, and circumstances align without struggle. Imagination fuels creation. Observing success stories, whether on social platforms or in visual inspiration boards, charges emotions and strengthens belief. Real life manifestation proofs show that dreams aren't distant. They are reflections of what can be assumed as already true. Mood acts as a creative tool. Emotions, both positive and negative, become energy to bring desire into reality. Joy accelerates manifestation, and strong emotions like frustration can drive results even faster. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows. Neville Goddard. Daily practice shape not just manifestations, but the life that mirrors them. Happy manifesting. Great reading right there. I'm going to go actually over. Let me see. I'm going to actually go over it piece by piece. So here we go. So right here when he says, trust me when I tell you that manifestation thrives not on strict routines. This is something that I was very enslaved to, my people. I'm a very hardcore guy. I was in the military for a good amount of time, almost 3 years, some change. So I'm into that very hard grit grind. I'm also Mexican American. I grew up in a farm in El Paso, Texas. So I grew up around, cattle. I grew up around goats. So we would get up very early. And so I'm pretty much what I'm trying to tell you guys is hard work is how I've always lived. Whether it was construction work, mechanic work, military work. I've always been that hardcore guy. Let's go out there, sun, cold, it doesn't matter. We don't complain. We just get it done. We're men. We're strong. We're bold. I don't care about the weather. I don't care if I'm sleep deprived. We push through. We don't complain. We're men. We don't have the right to complain. We push through, right? Which is a cool belief system to have. It's not anything negative. It's actually, it's not bad. It's not positive. It's just what it is. But it's not anything that's really going to help your manifestation. That's for sure. So it's definitely not anything. It still puts you in the 3D. Okay. I'm truly grateful for my roots. I'm grateful that I came up like that because I'd rather be that than lazy. Right. But anyways, we're not going to get into that, guys. What we're getting into is that you don't need these strict routines. Okay. And this is what I love. When I learned this, it's like all my armor fell. I was like, wow, for the first time in my life, I get to relax. I've always just been taught boom, 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 discipline, boom, boom, like hardcore, go, 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 right? Sleep deprivation, go, go, go. And I've even talked like that in some of my videos. You can see my growth. Definitely, my growth has been exponential where it was like here, then low, then up, then low, then up, then low. And okay, I'm learning, I'm getting with the law of manifestation, but then I go right back to the 3D and the 4D. So you can actually see my growth through my YouTube videos. And the ones that have been following me, you can see where I've gone. Thank you for not giving up on me. But I know we are where we need to be now. And a lot of Neville Goddard and Joseph Murphy, that's exactly where we need to be, because that is all that is. That is living within 4D, 100%, right? And they're getting their knowledge and their wisdom from Jesus, from the Bible. It's just that people have read the Bible in a way of a 3D aspect and not a 4D, okay? So practically what Neville Goddard and Joseph Murphy and other guys like Reverend Ike and Eric from the Power of I Am are saying is what Jesus was saying, okay? So we're not going to be on the strict routines, but on consistent habits. The most powerful ones are being in the I am state, I am that I am. As soon as you say it, it's done. Your consciousness, you're the cause. I am health, I am wealth, I am happiness, I am love, I am abundant prosperity now. And you walk like that. It's done. Stop looking for proof in the 3D. So that's one of them. This is one of the routines, and not this whole strict routine, but this being in the I am stack, practicing imagination. Imagination, where your consciousness is where you are. Okay, so when you're going into your imagination and you're visualizing, you're meditating, and you're doing your imagination, and you're living in that beautiful home, or you're in that vacation, that resort, it's done. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's in front of you and what's inside, okay? And we already know that the 4D within is the cause and the 3D is the effect. Cause, effect, as above, so below, as within, so without. Don't conform to the patterns of this world, but be you transformed by the renewing of your mind, Romans 12:2. Okay, so once again, we're going into imagination, and these are actual better practices than this whole grind, grit, go, go, go. Destroy your body, go. None of that, which I lived by that for so many years. The Army is a professional at that. Okay, so we're in the I am state. We're practicing imagination and positive mood. Why are you in a positive mood? Why? Well, because you're living in that life already. You're not, when you implement a negative mood in the 3D, you are bringing the dead back to life, and you're giving your energy and your power away to the dead, to the graveyard. Guys, remember this. The 3D is a graveyard. It's done. It's dead. Stop reacting to the 3D. Stop. Okay. Now it says dedicating time to deep meditation, which we talked about, or SATs in the void state. I haven't done too much study on SATs, but I'm sure it's going to start coming up on me. So if you know, Neville Goddard SATs, they speak about that. I've never done any research on it, but even one of my mentors, Eric from the Power of I Am, his YouTube channel, he speaks a lot about SATs. And he's not a big fan of it, but he speaks about it and how it's helped some people. But he actually says it's not something that he uses. But I think it has to do something with right before you go to sleep. I think from what I think, guys, okay, doing a visualization right before you go to sleep, but like replaying that movie over and over again. So if that's what it is, then hey, why would that not work, right? Like you're going still within. Or I think the reason why Eric from the Power of I Am, one of my mentors, is not a big fan of it is because you just got to say it once, right? And it's done. You know, if you keep redoing it over and over again, I think what we're trying to let us know is you're just pretty much saying you don't have it, right? But either way, when you're in the beginning stages of this and you're really trying to not identify with the 3D anymore, you're having that battle between the ego, right? Or you're having that battle between, which is your ego is just the bot, is the low you, like the old you, the old programming. That's all it is. This is so when you're having that old you versus that new you, it can be a little intense in the beginning of this. So I think that's why you repeatedly, I still to this day say a lot of affirmations over and over again when I wake up, because I know I'm in that theta state. So I'm really trying to lodge it into the subconscious mind. But I know that once I say it once, it is so. And I still live with, throughout the whole day, I'm living within. I'm not identifying with anything in the graveyard. The graveyard is the 3D. So it says, when you implement this, the deep meditation in the SATs, it allows desire to flow effortlessly. Okay, life begins to move with ease. Opportunities appear, abundance increases, and circumstances align without struggle because you're living within. Once you live within and you're okay with within, like that's the way you're going to live your life, the 3D is going to automatically change. But if you're still looking for it in the 3D, you're still going right back. Like you have $1 million in the 4D, that's it. It's done. Don't look for it in the 3D. Don't even try to grab it in. Don't even try to attain it in the 3D. And say, it's done. I have it already. And live like that. And when you really live like that, the 3D will change to your favor. Imagination fuels creation. Imagination is the cause. That's why. It's the all end. It's the all end all be all. It's everything. It's all that is. Like you need to be just comfortable in life, knowing that that's all. That's life. Imagination is life, literally, because the 3D is a graveyard. It's death. What you see in front of you with your eyes is literally death, bro. So your imagination within is life. That's when you really start to live, when you start to live within. Observing success stories, whether on social platforms or on visual inspiration boards, charge emotions and strengthens belief. Okay, that's okay. It is what that is what it is. If you see positive stuff, you just start to feel positive. Okay, real life manifestation proofs show that dreams aren't distant; they are reflections of what can be assumed as already true. Okay, cool. It says right here, moods act as a creative tool. Emotions, both positive and negative, become energy to bring desires into reality. Joy accelerates manifestation. So joy accelerates your manifestation. And strong emotions like frustration can drive results even faster. That's actually interesting because I remember I used to always say, hey, if you're already in a negative mood, just start saying positive shit. Like, let's say you're let's say that you're the flesh, because you're never in a negative mood. You're the spirit. But let's say your flesh is in a negative mood. You could be like, let's say that your flesh, your ego, your flesh is in that I'm mad. You can be like, oh, I'm so rich. Everything always works out for me. I'm so abundant. So use that negative energy to say positive affirmations. Okay, that's the technique that I've used. And I think it works really well because it automatically starts to put you in a positive state. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows. Neville Goddard. Okay, I already assume it. The law of assumption. You saw it, you're assuming that. You have two choices of what two assumptions you want to see. You either want to see the assumption of you prosperous and rich, or you want to see the assumption of you not with any money. It's your choice. Choose one, assume that one, say it is so, and then be that. Live like that, okay? Daily practices shape not just manifestations, but the life that mirrors them. Happy manifesting. Some people, always remember this. Just the most important thing, and that's what's really helped me, is like it snaps me back into play. The 3D is a graveyard. Whenever you really start to see the world in front of you as a graveyard, everything is literally dead, everything, and it's all coming from you, it all changes. You can start just laughing now. So when the graveyard tells you owe a bill, you can literally just laugh. Okay, cool, graveyard. Right? And then you go within and you see that bill paid and you say, dude, I'm already rich. What are you talking about? Right? Like, we're living a rich life. I deny the graveyard. You can literally say that. I do that. I deny what the graveyard's telling me. I don't identify with the graveyard. I identify with the 4D, with the kingdom of heaven. And in the kingdom of heaven, with them, I am very rich, abundant, prosperous. Everything always works out for me. I'm always chosen. I'm everyone's top priority. I'm rich, abundant, prosperous, filled with abundance, success now. Now, I am that I am. Now, people, remember who you are. You are health, wealth, happiness, love, success, abundance, prosperity, and money. That is who you are. That is who I am. God's in you. God's in me. God's everywhere. Remember this. You are bold. You are courageous. You're strong. No fear ever. Go within. We're here. We made it. I love you. Vamos.